We put this in there last. It was kind of a back and forth weekend. There was, of course, May the 4th stuff happening. There was a lot of Donald Trump doing AI stuff, and the sort of fallout, the breakup of the interview he did with Kristen Welker, which in most cases the Trump haters are going to say this is why we hate him, Trump. The Trump lovers like he's just a lovable guy. He's just a funny guy. He's just being a normal guy. So we end this on something that we're all can kind of agree about, that was a bit of rumbling. That is, Kamala Harris is considering what to do next. Will it be a run for governor? Will it be another presidential campaign? We don't know. She doesn't actually know. She can't actually say it. But in a recent speech, we talked about that last week at Emerge America at the gala in San Francisco, she criticized President Donald Trump, his economic policies, and emphasized the need for unified opposition to his administration. These are the words of someone who seems like they're going to fight for something next. But in the question to her in our next steps is, everybody is asking me, well, what we've been thinking about these days. And she didn't answer. There is some support, about 31% of support of her to be governor of California, which is 31% more than I have, if you will. But reactions are also mixed on how she would do going back home to run things. Right now, Gavin Newsom is leaving, so it's an open platform in the next couple of years of who's going to run, who's going to be that way. But right now, with the 31% of people who want her to be there, 36% are indifferent, while 22% are kind of excited. So the big deal is, will she take a second shot at the presidency? Without Donald Trump in the way, can she actually win this thing? And with, at this point, 4 years, 2.5 years to build up some sort of platform, can she outdo other folks, including, we suspect, folks like Josh Shapiro and Gavin Newsom? Wes Moore says he's not doing it, but he's still showing up and doing the necessaries to get up there. So remember, Barack Obama, 2 years into his term, with a 6-year term in the Senate, said, nope, I'm not doing anything. I'm running out my term. I'm going to be a senator. I'm not running for anything. And, you know, he ran for president and won, by the way. We'll see how this plays out with the political landscape going forward and Harris's decision coming months, because I have to say something pretty quickly, because you got to start running fundraisers and raising money and being galas and having FaceTime, things like that. Whether she's going to shoot for the short-term one, the quicker one, which is the governor, whether she can shoot for the longer-term one, which will be, of course, the president, or whether she's going to follow on someone's footsteps, ride someone's coattails, and maybe be attorney general, maybe do something like that. Maybe she could be a Supreme Court justice. We don't know what's happening next until she tells us. We just have to wait and see.